Folks, Sunday, so had a really busy weekend, great time out on Friday, just off on the coast. Yesterday was super busy, had a great dinner, and now today, continuing the vlog. You recall I've been building a whiteboard, and two of the pedals on there, just get everything for you, show and tell. So, this would be the expand board that's hooked up. Halo, a X1, Cronum Ridge, and an X5. Now, I've been messing with this and it has been extended a bit to make more room, as you can see, and it's going off the edges there. Stereo, it's a bit of a work in progress, all battery powered. Click on the bottom, it's working great. But I was kind of thinking, you know what, these side to side things here, stereo, maybe that can go somewhere else. So I might change this up. So I was looking at some of my top mounted weight pedals that go on that whiteboard, and this thing popped up at the house. Known as the Surgeon, it will be back to front, so I'll flip this around and show you, but something I really thought would be cool, and I was looking online for videos. I have a playlist of all this Matthews stuff. I was really digging his stuff for a while, mainly for this. Side mounted, and the thing's damn cool. Like that, but side mounted. This thing is your basic bypass on off, and if you hold it down, it goes into ramping mode. I was thinking of the HX1, really cool. Presets go like that, but here's what I really dig. With this 2 Midi, you also have USB for Midi. This thing also has an app, also has expression. Now check this out. You take a regular USB cable, like so. Can plug that in there. I'm going to plug this thing into the iPad, flip this around. There's the beast. The iPad is now powering that just off the USB. And I really dig pedals like this where you can do multiple tasks. So this was one of the first pedals I'd ever seen where Rick Matthews went and did a demo connecting this to a Touch OSC remote of his own. He came up with a PC or a Mac-based editor for it with concentric horseshoe rings, which was really cool. I mean, this guy builds his own MIDI controllers as well, one-man shop. I think he's out of California somewhere, or Portland, Oregon, or somewhere up there, West Coast. And you can find these. There's 2 of them on Reverb right now. I know he does fairly limited runs, but I was very pleased to get in on this. I have 4 or 5 of his pedals. I've been on a big Keeley hit of late, but check what this thing can do. It's super cool for adding in all kinds of stuff like controlling the Katana. So I hooked this up earlier today. And you see there? Surgeon V2 is turning up. I've done MIDI mapping for it, and so I can use this here thing to change the boost on the fly, which is really cool. It's the Boss one. You can do that from the top, obviously, but it does a bunch of other things depending on which mode you're in the mod. So this is strictly doing the FX level, which is really cool. And to do that, once you plug this thing in, just hit MIDI learn, start moving stuff. You'll see up in the top right there, that's the incoming CC code. And I just assigned it. So here I set it to boost level or mod 4. You could go into this thing and start doing all kinds of stuff. And this was very, 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 very simple to set up. And you could use this thing, these 6 knobs here, on any MIDI device you want. So if you wanted to run a Helix, say, and you were doing some editing on the fly, that could run it. Or if you have a Katana Gen 3 or a regular Katana MK2 and you're using a MIDI patch, you can use this pedal powered by itself as a 6-knob MIDI controller. So you could set up your amps, you could set up all the stuff you want, and that's really, really cool if you're just chilling on the couch and doing everything wirelessly, which is what I tend to try and do. So just wanted to make a quick note of that. Simple as that. One USB cable, this thing draws next to nothing. I think like 100 milliamps. I have a playlist that goes through all the videos that have been published on YouTube for this thing. It's quite detailed. It's a dual delay, only mono up the top. So that's a lot better for stacking things close together and getting more space on your board. The names are a bit different, but there you can see the different modes that are in there. You've even got like a chorusing thing that this pedal does. Various sets of EQ, high-pass filters, all kinds of stuff. And that knob, the mod knob, changes depending on what that is doing. So I did set up a manual for this thing in OnSong that would control it directly. Your divisions there, you've got in the artwork, you know, your dots, double dots, all that kind of stuff like there. It's just a regular delay, but capable of doing amazing, amazing, amazing things. So, shout out to your boy Rick. I know with all the mess going on in the States right now with tariffs, he's having a hard time. But have a look for these things. If you do find one, this one, the Broker, all of his pedals are really cool. All of them have this very particular set of graphics. They all have this multi-height switch thing. Some of them you can change directions just by hitting 2 of those. The Broker I can't say enough positive things about. But I find this very cool. You know, me messing with delays and stuff like that. I've got all of my foot pedals set up mainly to do toggles. So you can turn stuff on and off. But nothing beats a good knob for messing with your boost stuff, especially if you're not next to the amp. So I figure for that, or anybody who's using the Katana Go and MIDI patch, that thing sounds wicked in front, just for regular use. And if you're dialing in stuff with MIDI patch, you can just disconnect it and you have a spanky little desktop controller. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say today. Hope you guys enjoy that. Check out your boy Rick. I know he's moving kind of off Facebook and onto a Discord server or something like that. It's been a while, but I'll be pulling out more of these things out of the bag. I think these came out 2 years ago. The first one came out 7 years ago, and then he updated it with all this MIDI shenanigans. I'm pretty sure you could link other pedals into that and do all kinds of controls just using MIDI learn. So that was 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and I think that was 6. You can see it. Yeah, that was 6. That one's 8. That one's 7, 3, 4, 5. So you can take any MIDI device you want. If you're using a Midi or something like that, connect to your iPad. That's a pretty cool way to redirect traffic of knobs to amp settings or whatever you want. Like the wee little Helix, which I usually have running everything. That's got Midi in there, and these things could be in effect 6 knobs instead of having 3, and you could do all kinds of fun stuff with that. Just MIDI map it using MIDI learn, and off you go. Got it? Anyway, happy Sunday.